Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Before we get into today's vlog, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you that left a kind message on the previous vlog about the house. We are so excited. I cannot wait for our moving date. Yesterday, we went to get some measurements in the house to order some blinds and some light fixtures and things like that that we want to change right away. And it just makes me so excited to see our house. And yeah, it was very, very nice going yesterday. And I really appreciate all of your nice comments and well wishes with us in our house. So yeah, I appreciate that very much. And of course, expect a lot of footage of me making that office space my own and creating it. And I am so excited, you guys, for that office space. I want to make it as functional as possible. And like I said in the previous vlog, recreate as much as I can of my previous office because I love that office or the space that I designed. So I'm hoping that I can do something similar. And also that closet. I am obsessed, and I am going to get IKEA people to design that dream closet so I can have all of my stuff in there. Very well organized. A lot of things, but very well organized. Okay, so sewing, knitting, crochet related. Let me catch you up on the things that I've been working on. So sewing, I made a couple of bags the other day that I need to show you because they're very cute. And yesterday I worked all day on cushions. So my in-laws have a very nice patio set outside, and my father-in-law has been wanting to change the cushions for quite a while. And he bought all the material. He bought that, that sewing machine and everything to do it. And it's been a long time. So he finally asked me, can you do it instead? So I did the cushions where you sit on, and I'm doing the back cushions now. And yesterday I was at it all day. I did 3 back cushions and I have only 3 left to go. So I'm probably gonna do 1 this morning, and I'm gonna see if I can make another one this afternoon or maybe tomorrow, and then I'll be done with the cushions. So this has been quite a challenge because this is the material that we're using. It's like a waterproof, it's not your classic fabric, if you can hear. It's like plasticky material. So it's been quite a challenge to work with that. We have been using his industrial sewing machine, but this is also a thing on its own, trying to calibrate and time and all of that. It's been quite a challenge because I'm not used to that machine. I have my semi-industrial machine, but it's not as complicated as the other one. And it's probably not even complicated. I just don't know how to use it or how to do it. So we have been trying our best to do that. And then with the bags, I did these ones the other day. Well, I show you already the ones that I had, but I made, the light is a little bit dark in here. I made a couple new ones that I'm excited. So I made this patchwork strawberry one that is very cute, and I love it so much. It's got all the nice strawberries. Again, the light, it's a little bit dark in here, but we're trying. And inside it's got this very light peach or coral, and I think it looks super cute. Then I also made this nice, it's like an aqua green, I guess, and it's got nice flowers. And inside this one has this yellowy, like a very muted yellow lining, and it's very nice as well. And then last I made the same print, the mini boxy pouch, which is also super cute. And inside this one has a pink, I always get confused between gingham and checkered. I think this is gingham, but anyways, this pink gingham that I think it's so cute inside. So yeah, I know some of you have been asking when am I gonna do the drop. I've been sewing these little boxy pouches and things for a little bit now, but the reality is that I want to wait until we move to have the drop, just because I have all of my stuff, all of my equipment, and all of my shipping stuff packed in the pods. So my shipping label machine, my polymailers, is that how you call it? The polymailers, my thank you cards, like literally everything shipping related is in the pods. So I don't want to buy them again since I have them. And we're moving in 2 weeks. So, you know, we're gonna get there very soon. And I also cut some more materials to make, to use a different print, which I'm really excited. So I'm working on a few pouches with this print. That's the one that I got in Spain, and I only have like a couple of these ones that I'm gonna have in the drop because I didn't get much more of that. And then this one as well. This is all I have. So okay, and now as for crochet, I did make a few more of my hexagons. And knitting, I do have an update with you guys. Remember that I didn't know what I was gonna make. I didn't know the blanket pattern that I was gonna make. Okay, so I figured it out and I'm working on it. And I have some done to show you. And I'm excited. I just need to start working on it because the time is coming and it's knitting and it's worsted weight, so it's gonna take me a little bit. But this is the design that I'm going to be making. So we have the border, then in the body we're gonna have these like zigzag details, like 2 rows of these zigzag details, and it's gonna be a color section, then another color section with the same details, and so on. So I think it's gonna look really nice. The only problem is that I did it a little bit bigger than what I should have for this pattern, but yeah, it's supposed to be a toddler size blanket and I'm gonna go for it. I thought about frogging everything and doing it again and making it a little bit smaller so I wouldn't take that long to make it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's the update on the projects that I'm working on right now. And I'm going to organize my space a little bit and get things moving so I can make another of those cushions, and then I need to work on my computer for a little bit. So let's do that. I finished the cushions. I finished the cushions. I'm gonna show them to you in a second, but right now I need to knit a little bit just to get things moving with the blanket, and then I will get the rest of the afternoon / evening to myself and my kids and my family. So I'll be here maybe for another 25 minutes and then I'm gonna go upstairs and just enjoy because my back hurts. Okay, so this is the outdoor patio set that I did the cushions. So here are the back cushions. I did the piping and we did it all around. Put zipper on the other side. And it turned out great. I am very happy and pleased with how these ones turned out. also the cushions in here. These ones were a little bit more challenging than these guys, but they still turned out really good. So I'm happy, they're happy, and I cannot believe that I'm able now to be making more of these things now that I'm sewing more. Feels really good. Happy Wednesday, Happy Thursday, everyone. I am getting a little bit overwhelmed with house purchasing items before we need to move. So I want to take a break of searching and looking for the perfect light fixture and things like that. And so I thought it would be a good idea to start the kids' quilt. So let's get both packs. I think I want to start with Lucas because I always make anything that I need to crochet in baby sizes. I usually do it for Isa because it's just easier to make a mommy and me mini like version. So I want to start with him, and this is his pile. I have all the colors in here, and I have already everything that I need to know for this quilt, like how many rows and stuff. So I have these nice neutral. Then we have these like brown polka dot, this gray with lines or crosses, yellow with stars we have in here, or crosses again. Then this brown with the stars or crosses. Then a very neutral taupe. This is one of my favorites, is like a sage green with squares. And then a couple more neutrals, navy blue and light blue. So that is his color palette, and I love it because the room, how his room is gonna be, it's gonna be pretty much the same as we had it in the other house. We had one wall painted like a very light blue, a little bit more off than this one, and then all of his airplane wall decals on the wall, and he loved that, and he wants the same for his room now. So the colors of the airplanes will match with these colors because they're like vintage airplanes and they're very nice. So I think they're gonna match. So we're gonna start with Lucas, and I need to lay them all on the floor, pile them, and you know, do all of that, and so then I can sew the squares together. I have the batting already, and then all I need left is the backing. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to join all these squares today, but if I do, I will be going to the to the fabric store to get the backing for his quilt. All of these fabrics, I bought them at Joann's last year, I believe. So was it last year? I think so. So I don't know, like I'm not gonna be able to get any of these fabrics again, but I might be able to get something similar for the back. So I'm not sure still what backing I can get. So maybe I can have these nice colors in the front and maybe get like an airplane theme on the back, because we got one airplane theme fabric for his shorts and he loved it. So maybe I can get the same fabric for the backing. That would be actually very cool. Very, very cool. So I think I'm gonna do that actually. I think he's gonna like that. And then Isa's quilt, it's obviously gonna be much more girly and, you know, with all the cute print, because girls, this is a very well-known print that Joanne had. It's a very nice flowery print. I wanted her quilt to have that as the backing, but too late, I didn't get more. So she has this nice pink with squares. Then we have a very pale pink as a neutral, or as a like just one tone, not print. Then nice flowers blue flowers, then green kind of flowers, not flowers, leaves and stuff. And then for neutrals, we have a lot of coral and a lot of mustard, which I'm so excited because come check the paints that we got for the kids. I'm pretty sure they are this and this. And then I'm going to show you what the plans are for their rooms. Let me show you the paints I got. So yeah, we have been getting a lot of things for the house, like door handles and things that we're gonna change right away. And it's just a little bit overwhelming to getting all the things. But oh my gosh, I think we did get these colors. That's hilarious and that's amazing at the same time. Look. So this is Luca's color, and it's, you know, a little bit darker than this, but it matches. But then look at Isa's. That's her room color. And look at this. That's amazing. Wow, that's funny. It's gonna look very, very nice. I'm glad that their quilts are gonna match with the room. I definitely did not do that on purpose, because like I have the squares for their quilts from a long time ago, so I did not do it on purpose, but that's amazing. Okay, so let's begin with Luca's quilt. Lay it out and we'll see if we can finish at least the quilt top today. It's just square, so it's nothing complicated, so let's see. I am done with placing the squares. That took 42 minutes. Exactly. That's crazy. But I am so happy, so excited. It looks so much better than what I thought it was gonna look. And I'm just so excited. The pieces look so much better all put together. And it's just making me really, really excited. And I have some left over in here, which I'm thinking that maybe I can make a few matching pillows for his bed. So maybe I can do the pillow cases, the decorative pillowcases. And I think I have plenty. So I have quite a few of these, so I can make maybe the two pillowcases so they match with his quilt. I will only need to buy the plain blue because I think that's like a staple color on his quilt, and also on his room, the navy blue. So I feel like because I don't have more of that, I will just get one that it's very similar because it's plain, so I can get that anywhere. And then maybe the mustard, I'm not sure if I can find the same one because this one has those little like crosses or stars, so I might be able to find like a similar color. But yeah, it's looking good. So now I'm going to put them all in piles so I can start sewing them together. But the hardest part of like laying them all out, it's done and it looks really good. I'm so excited. The other thing that I need to do is, and if I didn't mention it before, I'm doing a double size or full size. He's got a full size, so that's why it looks massive right now. But you need to consider that after you sew everything together, it's going to shrink by 1/4 of an inch on each side. So it's gonna like shrink much more than what it is. It's supposed to be for a full size bed. So let's pile them all of that before the kids calm down and everything is a disaster. Okay, so here's what we have so far. All the piles, I put numbers with the sticky notes so I know that's the top left corner, and then I go like that. So let's get sewing. It's 11:50 a.m. so let's see how far I can get in a couple of hours.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms.
I am not entirely sure what happened here, but my mic just decided to stop working. No, that's not true. I think my son just pressed a button and it automatically muted everything. But it's okay because he's cute and he's very happy with his quilt. But in this clip, I was actually going to show you the finished quilt. I mean, the quilt top, actually, not the finished thing because it's not done yet. But I finished the quilt top. And my son was very, very excited. So I'm going to do a little voiceover so I don't lose this clip. I'm sorry if it sounds or it looks funny. I'm trying to put the camera up there. My plan is in the way, but it is what it is. And he's also trying to explain to you here what's going on, which is very sad that I don't have the audio for this clip because he was talking and explaining and being so cute. And yeah, but here is the quilt top in daylight. It took me 3.5 hours to finish it, and I am very, very excited with the final results. It's huge because it's for a double or full size bed, and yeah, I love it. It's gonna match with his room. It looks very cute, and he is very excited and also very, very happy and grateful that I did it. It's the cutest kid. He always appreciates everything that I make for him. And yeah, here's the quilt top. I wasn't very, very successful at showing you because he just wanted to be the center of attention, and I don't blame him. But yeah, here's the quilt top. I really, really like how all the colors look together and how just everything in general looks. I think it's really nice, and it's my very first quilt that it's this size, so I'm very happy.
Okay, I have no idea what was going on, but my camera had no audio. I think my son must have pressed one of the buttons on the camera that for some reason doesn't record the audio, and then there's another one that does slow motion. So like I feel like he did that, and it's so sad because the clips that I just did the voiceover on were with him talking to the camera and explaining to you guys that mommy made the quilt and whatever. It was really, really cute. So I'm really sad that we didn't have the audio, and I hope it wasn't very weird for you guys to hear me in my mouth moving these different ways. Anyways, quilt's here. And what I was saying is that I want to start Isa's quilt as well because that did not take long at all and it was really fun to do. So I want to do that so then I can go to the store and get both backings or the back fabric at the same time. And I also mentioned that the only thing that I have left to do in this quilt is press the seams open because they're attached, but I didn't I didn't press them open, so that's the only thing I have left to do. And then I can go to the fabric store maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I can go tomorrow, maybe Saturday, and just do and get all the fabric at the same time to finish their quilts. But for Isa's quilt, I want to do something different, and I want to do it with you guys. I want to try to use a ChatGPT to help me with the setup of the squares, or I want to do it in Canva. So I'm gonna take the pictures of the different fabrics, put them into squares, and then I'm going to put them in Canva, and that way I don't have to lay on the ground and do that. I can just do it in the computer, and then I can just grab each color that I need, and that's it. Okay, so let's take the pictures and then we'll see what ChatGPT can do and what I can do on my computer. Okay, so ChatGPT gave me some quilt layouts in here that I don't know if you can see. I don't like that there are a couple of pinks in here that are together, same in here. And you know, there's a few pinks that are together. It gave me a couple of options. I feel like this one has a lot of green, and I don't know. I am not happy with the ChatGPT layout placement. So what I'm doing right now is, but that was good. I like that I tried it, and it's also nice that I sent the pictures of my fabrics and it was able to give me an idea, which if you're super lost, it's a good start. I just don't like that there are a couple of pinks together. Like, I wouldn't do that if I was the one doing it. You know, in here too, there's pinks, a lot of pinks together, and I don't like that. So I'm going to do it myself, and see what I can come up with, and see if will something work. So I have in Canva, I opened one of my Canva things and I put these frames up here. Let me just zoom it so you can see it better. So these are little frames that then I'm going to fill with the fabric. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna copy all 15 of these, and then I'm going to drop it down here, and that's 2, and I need 17 rows. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna play with the placement. Hopefully doing this, it's not gonna take me 42 minutes. That's what it took me on the floor. So hopefully this is gonna be quicker, but let's see. Okay, this only took me 15 minutes and it looks phenomenal. All the colors are spread out and they're not touching each other. The light pinks are in between the hot pinks or whatever coral, and I think it looks great. So I do not recommend ChatGPT because it's just hit or miss, but I 100% recommend doing it on Canva. This only took me, I don't know if I said that, 15 minutes. So it's way less than what it took me on the floor this morning laying those ones out. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but in here the key is to take a picture of your actual fabric so you can have a real accurate representation of how your quilt is gonna look like, and that just makes all the difference. And also if you see some things that you don't like, or some fabrics that are next to the other that you don't like, you can always move them and change them, and you can do those changes later without having to undo all of your piles and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a really good idea. I really like how it looks like. And I also did the same thing for my crochet hexagons the other day. Like when I was planning the blanket, I also did it for the hexagons because I didn't know if I wanted to have solid colors or if I wanted hexagons that had 2 colors or 3 colors, like I didn't know. So I just played around with the different colors and stuff, and I ultimately decided to do the solid color because I think it looks nice, and it's also easier for beginners to make and to, you know, to not be weaving in that many ends, especially when it's chenille yarn. But yeah, I feel like Canva, it's a great tool. You guys should try it. Definitely try it. I use it all the time for all my patterns and pretty much anything that I need to do. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like this software. And it's free. You can pay the pro version, which I do because it's part of my work. It's part of what I do. So yeah, I feel like this vlog, it's not as long as the other ones, but we're gonna leave it here because I need to edit it right now, so you guys can watch it tomorrow, because I don't have another video for tomorrow other than this vlog. But it was fun. So stay tuned for next vlog where I'm going to be showing you more updates on the house, things that I have been purchasing for the house, and designs that I have in mind for my office. That's gonna be really fun. And also to see how these quilts turned out. So I'm going to, whenever I start this Isa's quilt, I'm gonna definitely vlog it again so you guys can watch the process of also Isa's quilt and then how they turn out at the end. I think they're gonna be super cute. And if I have extra fabric, I will be making the pillows. I was thinking about it too, and I don't know if I want the pillows to also be patchwork because that's gonna be a little bit too much. So maybe I will just do one solid color and maybe the airplane fabric on the other side. I think that will be really cute for Luca. And then for Isa, I will try to find similar fabric because I don't have more fabric for this one. So I bought it last year. Like I said, I had these squares cut for forever. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you need anything, whatever. I love reading all you guys' comments, and I always appreciate when you guys interact with my videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!